Putin moves south, struggle for the Eurasian heartland. Getting close to the end. This might actually be the last action for me to, or the last action I'm going to take a look at from the action point cost chart. I think I'm going to look at, what do they call it? Regrouping. Regrouping is how I'm going to get this reduced unit. So the 15th Chinese Airborne Corps here. Here's the front full strength side, 4. Right now it's on its reduced side, strength of 2 or half strength. Also you can tell it's got the yellow band, thin band through the center of the chit there. So regrouping is how I get that one back to full strength. But first the 10 of spades, Russian equipment cards, another beast, self-propelled howitzer right there, type, nomenclature, a 2S5, tracked vehicle right there, really good picture actually. Main weapon 152mm, weapon range 40 kilometers. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's basically a gun or a barrel. It's a barrel on a track, but that's a beast. Alright, regroup. Let's see, regrouping and recycling. There's actually a rules section for that. We've talked about recycling SF units. So now let's talk about the regrouping. There it is. So regrouping is conducted as an action during the action phase. Let's see, it costs 1 action point to regroup 1 reduced regular unit and 2 to regroup 1 hyperwar unit. So I know that this is not a hyperwar unit because there's not a plus after the combat strength. It's not 2+. Here's a Russian hyperwar unit right there, strength of 6, and the plus means it's a hyperwar unit. So there we go. It cost okay, 1 AP to return a reduced combat unit to full strength. Eliminated units may not be regrouped or brought back to full strength. They are permanently eliminated. Regrouped units are free to conduct other actions later in the same game turn. Conduct a regroup action as follows. Declare, okay, I'm doing a regroup action. That's my declaration. Second, designate the unit to be regrouped. Again, the 15th PRC Airborne Corps there. Only 1 unit per action may be regrouped, so it's per unit. The unit may not be adjacent to an enemy combat unit. Oh no, it's adjacent to an enemy combat unit. Or, I guess, do garrisons count in this case? In this case, garrison units are not considered combat units. Okay, so the Central Asian garrison unit there in Karaganda, which is a major military base in a city, does not count. So these guys can regroup. But if the Russian unit were there, hyperwar unit, it would not be able to regroup. But a Chinese Airborne Corps can regroup. Alright, expend the required AP, so I reduced the AP from 5 to 4 on the track, on the coalition action point track, and flip the designated units to its full strength side. Ba-boom! There we go. Available again. And that would be the coalition action there. Okay, so let's see what we talked about. Recycling special forces. I think we talked about recycling air units. Now what's left? We talked about movement. There's a Siberian Railroad. Trans-Siberian Railroad. I guess I'll talk about that when I'm on the Russian side of the map. Oh, talked about zones of control. Air operations, missile and naval units. Naval support. Off-map areas. Optional rules. Let's talk about line of supply, because line of supply is an optional rule, but I would certainly play with it. So what is a line of supply? It's a path of hexes traced from the unit attempting a regroup action to a military base. So actually let's use... Actually, I wonder if that was... Let me see if I was supposed to... Maybe I should have used the optional rule here. Let me put this guy back down to reduce strength there. Let's put it back. What is a line of supply? It's a path of hexes, which is traced from the unit attempting a regroup action to a military base. So you'll be traced back down, I guess, to Karame there, which is off. Oh no, it's out right on the edge of the screen there, right there. It's a minor military base. Yeah. This is enemy controlled. Almaty. All right. The loss line of supply cannot contain enemy units or Ezocs. It does not. This can be in one of two situations. The unit is on a railroad. Actually, it is on a railroad. Oh, right here. It is on a railroad. And all line of supply hexes are along railroads. Yep. Or the unit is within 6 hexes of a friendly controlled military base or FOB, forward operating base. In this case, roll 1 die, and if the result is greater than or equal to the number of hexes distance, then the unit regroups, otherwise the regroup attempt fails. By the way, there is no air resupply or air supply per se in the game. The assumption is that that air supply operations are built into the ability of units to move beyond normal lines of communication and the ability of airborne units to make airborne moves. Okay, so I guess this is automatic. This unit would be successful. But let's take the other case. Within 6 hexes of a friendly controlled military base or FOB. So let's go back down here to Karame military base. Let's put the 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put the reduced units 4 hexes from the friendly military base. Then I guess I would roll a die like a 3, and if the result is greater than or equal to the number of hexes distance, then the unit regroups. Otherwise, the regroup attempt fails. Greater than or equal. Oh, okay. 4 hexes away means he needs to roll a 4, 5, or 6. So actually he would fail here. And the regroup action would not be successful. 1, it would still not be successful. And 2, 1, 1. Alright. Boy, this is really... Maybe I need another... Well, okay, 4. Equal to or greater than 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But he's on a railroad, so I guess in this case he automatically regroups. Scenario variance. I think I got all the basics. Winning though. How do you win? How to win. So the Russians are trying to gain geostrategic, political, economic supremacy in this region, Central Asia, while the coalition is trying to prevent them from gaining the same thing. Victory and defeat are determined at the end of the game after turn 10, based on the control status of objective hexes on the map. These are cities with an objective symbol. Objective symbol. I did this again. Yeah, actually objectives are, okay, they're good. They're labeled on the train effects chart. And so we'll pick up normal play next time.